banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre, freshman out of the state of Tennessee. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. Running inside, it's Bishop. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Auburn Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Jeremiah Cobb. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll ride him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Back to pass on second down. Rush is on. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. From the gun, it's Cobb. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll run him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Follows his blocks. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On play action. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give. It's Gordon. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Powers inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The run inside. It's Cobb. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a give to Washington. Enough to move the chains. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, first down. Brown wants to pass. Left side is Washington. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. 2nd and long here. They'll go to the air. Right side, it's Washington. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This time they'll throw it. In traffic, it's Singleton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Churns into the pile. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Burrowing for yardage. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Volunteers in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Grab behind the line. It's Staley. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's got it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. Snags it and he's open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside. It's Cobb. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Works the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw it. Turns it upfield. Turning it on. The 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. To a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Out wide right, it's Davis. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Smith. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snags it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Flips it out to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Cobb. Got the first down, and a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now they're going to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Across the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, it's Cobb. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a give to Washington. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here is the Tennessee offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Sweet cut there. And he broke one tackle on the way, so a solid pickup there. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rush right in his face. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joe.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Touchdown, Volunteers! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Tigers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quick give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Can't get him to the... It's a fumble! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown wants to pass. Finds his target. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Kane. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Meadows. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick give. It's Cobb. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think...
Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Sells to run, wants to pass. Holds on, it's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Soft spot in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Let it go. Looking to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, we talk about the 3 facets in football: offense, special teams, and that huge return extends their lead here late. That is such a gut punch, but what a great job picking up blocks and a phenomenal job by that return man, showing you the vision and the speed to score that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
Number 45, set to advance on the football.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. It's inside. It's Bishop. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his man. It's Davis. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Davis. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Hands it off. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Vols want to move quickly. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to Washington again. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Tigers will have it first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. Here's a little room there.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.
And you've got to love what you've seen from this team all season long. Undefeated up to this point. There's going to be a lot of outside noise about potentially the college football playoff, a national championship. They just focus on whoever they're playing next. They've got the talent. They've got the schemes. If they can stay healthy, this could be the team holding the trophy at the end of the year.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.